But recently, something amazing has happened. Our next report tells you how NASA has received a laser-coded message from deep space.
We cannot imagine aliens using their weapons on our planet, but what if I tell you they already did? From defending themselves to outright taking offense against our militaries, join me as I take you through the eerie reports of extraterrestrial encounters where aliens allegedly used advanced weaponry on Earth. Many people still don't believe in extraterrestrial life, but the recent video will change their minds. The footage shows the explosion that happened on Mount Tongariro, which is a volcano in New Zealand. A UFO was spotted on the peak of the mountain that activated the underground magma by shooting plasma heat rays on it. The UFO showed its advanced technology and told how far mankind had fallen. The video could be proof of aliens' existence and a reminder to recognize them. It could also be concluded that the extraterrestrials want us to learn from their advanced machinery. Now, there is a question about our future. Should we cooperate with them or just see them destroying mankind? Sky Duel. I never thought that I'd see a UFO and a military jet facing off each other in the skies, but here we are. A driver was casually going down a highway in Ohio when he spotted a mysteriously glowing UFO in the sky. The man immediately pushed the record button. And while he was focused on the brightly lit UFO, his eyes suddenly caught a military jet just after the UFO. They were in a chase. The man observed that both the parties were trying to take each other down. And then, out of nowhere, a blinding flash filled the sky and the jet was just gone. The driver left the car in an extremely shaken condition, realizing that this was not just another encounter. It seemed very clear that UFOs are becoming bolder and do not hide, as if in preparation for something much more deliberate. Oceanic escape. There is no explaining this footage caught by two fishermen off the coast of Japan. The men were confused when they saw two fighter jets swooping in at full speed as if they were chasing something. That something was right behind them and dived into the ocean. The fishermen were shocked, and their disbelief can be seen in the video, while the military jets and helicopters surrounded the area for further investigation. The UFO just vanished into the ocean, and this made many people think about the possibility of an underwater intergalactic portal, or maybe an alien population living in the water. An odd aerial pursuit was seen between military jets and two unidentified flying objects in May of 2022. Initially, the first fighter jet comes chasing a UFO, and another one comes in the camera view following the second alien aircraft. The chase was probably triggered in reaction to the moves made by the unidentified crafts. Theories suggest that UFOs have trapped military jets in extraterrestrial encounters, and there is a good chance they might try to abduct the pilots as well. But the clip doesn't add anything to this story. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Portal in sky. A few years ago in the United States, a man taped an incredible view. A round ball-shaped UFO hovering in the sky which was radiating a thick beam of smoky white light. Amazingly, it appeared the light sucked matter into a black hole type thing, or maybe an intergalactic portal. Curious and a little unsettled, he posted his recording online where it sparked a flurry of theories among viewers. Many speculated wildly and agreed that it was possibly an intergalactic portal opening. The phenomenon led to discussions on extraterrestrial technology and what it would mean in trying to understand the universe. UFO shooting down attempt.
Shooting at a UFO.
An unidentified flying object was spotted on the radar of the U.S. military in July 2023, triggering an immediate aerial response. Fighter jets turned their guns loose, firing tracers that glowed as they arced through the sky toward the unknown craft, which appeared to be circular and metallic in shape. What the world did not expect was for the tracers to just deflect and bounce off the airframe as if they were powerless before the alien technology. In the middle of this chaos, the footage suddenly goes dark. It left everyone wondering what happened next, but as far as I can say, it looks like the military failed to take down the alien aircraft.
Shooting at a UFO.
Collision close call. No one had ever witnessed an impact like that between a plane and a flying saucer until now. Miraculously, the aircraft was not damaged by the hit, but the same couldn't be said about the flying saucer, which was later found near an African highway with traffic passing by. The area was sealed by experts, and officials in hazmat suits were present to analyze the wreckage. The pilot was nowhere to be found. It is also not clear whether it was an attempted collision or the UFO just lost its control. Beam interference. What a UFO did to a missile made the entire Navy scratching their heads. In 2018, during a Navy missile test in an unknown, remote location, an unidentified flying object appeared out of nowhere and interfered directly with the missile's trajectory. The mission failed with everyone on board shocked. I mean, rightly so. If UFOs can tamper with advanced military weaponry, what does it mean for the safety of our nuclear arsenal? Are we prepared to defend ourselves against such unseen forces? Tell us in the comments about your thoughts. UFO invasion.
And then
UFO mysteries are never ending. A UFO was captured on camera, hovering in the sky, and then suddenly it released laser-like beams out of it.
and then
Since this is a leaked video with no whereabouts of its origins, I strongly feel this was a military base, and the small glowing dots that you see before the beam attack were the UFOs monitoring the base. There is a good chance the military launched an offense to which the UFOs retaliated by doing this.
and then
Unlike human laser weapons or nuclear bombs, this alien beam appears to be a powerful subatomic weapon with laser-like directionality. What do you think?
and then
Alien siege. A drone belonging to a local captured some pretty bizarre footage over a mountainous area. First, there was a thick beam of light cutting across the terrain. The next moment, we saw beams being fired from different directions, seemingly locked in a battle. Unable to take anything from the footage, experts termed the video as a UFO beam war, because no earthly technological gadget could create these very strong, powerful, accurate lasers. People over the internet opine that the beam of light was an alien aircraft that was under offense from our military, but nothing can be said with certainty. Sky intervention.
So Hezbollah attacked this base on.
In the recent clash between Israel and Iran, Al Jazeera TV recorded a weird phenomenon up in the sky. A grouping of UFOs with one distinguished triangular shape among them was hovering in the night sky. It gets surreally ironic that these unidentified objects seem to intercept and then shoot down drones and missiles heading toward Israel. The viral footage has captured how fast flashes and precision strikes were executed while maneuvering. The clip is open to many interpretations. It could be advanced military capabilities of U.S. humans or something extraterrestrial interfering in human conflicts. Whatever the truth might be, the scene left viewers in doubt over the boundaries of human warfare and possible extraterrestrial involvement.
So Hezbollah attacked this base on.
Reflected fire. What triggered the Russian military to fire a burst of bullets at this UFO? Here we have the reason. This video clip shows a saucer-shaped unidentified flying object hovering above the Russian military base. The military started launching a salvo of bullets on it. The sight that took the attention was that the UFO reflected the bullets in defense that showed some advanced defense mechanism. It looked like a fight for survival where the UFO was clearly defeating mankind. The object was protecting itself by using the spacecraft's technology, which made every hit ineffective. This encounter seemed to be a war that made mankind realize what they were lacking. smoke craft encounter. In 2011, a dark web video leaked from Afghanistan showed what can only be described as multiple UFOs positioned in the sky. The Afghan government joined heads on what these objects meant, but before any conclusions could be reached, the U.S. military forces launched missiles at the UFOs. To everyone's shock, the missiles shattered the flying shapes into dark clouds of smoke, only to reform them back into their original shapes and positions in no time. It was as if the UFOs at one point were leaking molten metal. It was illogical and completely baffled the authorities and the viewers alike. Silent strike. This clip came as a bombshell when, in May 2024, a shocking encounter with a UFO that had been observed above a military base went viral. The military spotted the UFO and immediately launched its offense against the craft. So, in retaliation, the UFO crept on the military base from the sky with a nuclear laser weapon. The speed and precision of the movements of the craft far exceeded anything available to human military aircraft. Look at this thing going all berserk. Despite such an intense encounter, events have been hushed up. And if anything, the government has tried to cover it up, leaving a large question as to whether this was the first open strike in an extraterrestrial war. UFO swarm. In 2023, a video shot by a passenger showed 3 small UFOs swooping around another aircraft flying below the first plane. The passenger was visibly shaken by what he was watching. 2 UFOs on one side and 1 on one side. He thought that the plane was being hijacked by aliens. The possibility of these UFOs being controlled from afar and higher mothership cannot be dismissed as well. Luckily, when the passenger inquired, no missing plane was reported at that time. As the video spread through the web, it divided the audience, with some convinced of alien presence in our skies, while others demanded more proof. Silent stalker. This clip that you are watching on your screens is the last footage retrieved before this pilot's mysterious disappearance in 2017. The clip shows a UFO chasing his aircraft. Officials say they made several attempts to contact the pilot, but he, along with his jet, vanished into thin air. The disturbing video created a probe that fuels doubts that aliens could have taken both the pilot and his jet. White escape. I might have dismissed this light streak as a mere meteor, but what came out of it is nothing ordinary. In 2022, a student studying late at night filmed this mysterious white object emerging into the sky. With a cold, white-blue light and a streak, that thing captivated the boy with its strange and erratic movements. But wait, the shocking part was yet to come. Suddenly, it felt like something had hit the unknown streak, and out came a glowing white ball going in a completely different direction. The student was baffled, and so were officials when they saw the clip. Some people say that the UFO was hit by the military, but it dodged and flew in a different direction, leaving its glowing outer part moving in the same direction. Seems like a possible explanation. What do you think? Suspicious hover.
And now he's turning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
flash.
I didn't know a Jasper laser pen could put an alien craft on its toes. But in 2019, over Big Bear Lake, California, a man spotted what looked like a UFO. What next? He decided to hit the unknown saucer-shaped craft with his laser. This prompted unique, sharp maneuvers on the part of the alien craft. It dodged the laser every time the man tried to hit it. No commercial or military equipment can perform such acrobats in the air. The unpredictable and quick movements from the UFO made observers believe it could be dangerous to ground-level people if it ever decided to land. But I suggest you never do this with any commercial flight, because pointing lasers at planes is enough to put you in prison.
And now he's turning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
flash.
Mountain lights.
A las 7, a la misma altura.
The Mexican Army declassified an astonishing video in which a fighter jet from their Air Force captured two glowing unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, gliding close by in 2019. The objects looked like glowing lights in the sky as they happened to catch both the attention of the pilots as well as the observers. Many other small objects followed the two lights of immense size that winked in and out of the backside of clouds in the background. These bright orbs became glowing objects and hovered a while in the sky before disappearing completely and without revealing the reason behind their visit. Fireball dilemma. A morphing fireball from northern central Florida in 2023 was moving in a nonlinear trajectory across the sky. The 100th time watching it. And I still don't have any idea what this phenomenon is. With close examination of the footage, round explosions are seen around the fireball. Looks like missiles are being launched at the fireball. It seems to round out very neatly in this pattern of explosions. And it creates more frustration in people's minds and brings a very natural question to their minds. What's going on up there over Florida? Silent extraction. UFOs are getting more confident day by day, and here is the proof. In the early 2000s, a UFO landed in the USA at a nuclear facility, whereby cameras installed on site for its surveillance recorded its descent. According to the incident recorded in the video, it removed some important parts of the nuclear device and then disappeared into the air. You can see how it attracted the part with some alien magic and took off. Authorities at the base tried to capture the craft, but all efforts went useless. It looked as if the flying discs were guided by aliens who wanted to steal classified information on Earth. Alaskan standoff. It was a humid August in 2023 when a cigar-shaped UFO looked as if it was falling freely and ominously in Alaskan skies, prompting U.S. military planes to scramble there. Tension began to thicken as the pilots flew with their eyes glued to the craft in front of them. The aircraft weaved and dodged the UFO, desperately trying to avoid a confrontation that might spell disaster. The clip cuts there with the cylindrical metallic cigar-shaped object moving in the skies with military jets flying around it in full alert. Shadow in sky. It looks like UFOs are on a mission to stalk humanity, and this time they chose a commercial airline as their target. In October 2021, a hammer-shaped object was spotted following a Canadian airline. At this point, the passenger filming that thing just fell silent in utter shock. The weird craft was releasing fiery trails, resembling rocket fire, raising curiosity and alarm among the viewers. Eventually, the unknown object vanished behind the wings of the plane, away from the camera's view. So, what was it? A rocket? UFO, or some unknown aerial equipment of the military? Close call. In 2018, an American Airlines pilot found himself in a shocking experience as he was flying over New Mexico. Just as the plane reached the skies, a long and cylindrical object appeared very close, ominously close to the plane, as if directed to collide with it. Just as the pilot reported seeing it, the man filmed the clip from the ground as well. Imagine a thing flying faster than a commercial airliner. The authorities could only speculate whether it was a UFO or an alien spacecraft. But one thing's for sure, something is up in our skies. Sky encounter. A video emerged from Ukraine in May of 2015 that showed an elongated object moving in the opposite direction at the same speed as an aircraft. Experts say this was the encounter that altered the plane's aerodynamic load, causing the pilot to lose control. Some describe the sighting as a cigar-shaped UFO. A second similar object then appeared as the plane approached another city. This one matching the first in direction and speed. It was thought that the survivors of the ejection would tell whether those were indeed flying saucers in the Ukrainian sky that day, as many have speculated, but they were as clueless as others. Triangular sighting. In 2023, a marvelous night sky sight of about 3 UFOs falling to the ground and afterwards starting to align in a triangular formation was captured on camera in Brazil. The man who recorded the clip claims that he first just spotted a white glowing light streak coming down from the sky, which soon turned into 3 light streaks that assembled to form a triangle. Were they trying to create a portal? Many people think so, but there are a few who think that its triangular shape directly echoes with black triangle UFOs, which were also described as silent, large crafts flying in pulsating lights. Mysterious landing. Have you guys ever seen aliens landing on Earth? A video shot by the U.S. Air Force in May 1971 and released in December 2022 captured an alien landing at Holloman Air Force Base. In the video, one could see a flying vehicle reach the ground and land. The officials say that many aliens came out of the aircraft to look around, but the reason for their visit is not yet clear to this date. Unseen pursuit. A man was taking his morning jog near an airport when he spotted 3 flying objects in the sky with a commercial aircraft in the air. Initially, the man thought of them as weather balloons or something, but then one UFO with a glowing light underneath came clearly into view. Those were UFOs keeping up and pursuing an airplane. The objects were in erratic, almost suspicious motion, as if following the plane, which was readying itself for the landing. I don't know if the passengers or pilots or airport crew spotted these mysterious objects or not, but knowing how so many flights have gone missing in recent years. Cosmic standoff. Now, this is a real head-scratcher, a flying saucer shooting through what looks like a glass portal. A man was in his garage when he spotted this weird scene and immediately pressed the record button. Uploaded on Twitter in 2024, there were 2 objects in slow motion, hovering in the sky. One was a classic saucer-shaped UFO, and the other a circular glass-like orb that appeared to defend itself as the other object seemed to be targeting it. They stood there for some minutes, locked in this mysterious interaction frozen in time, universe, and space. Slowly, both the intergalactic objects moved away from the camera's point of view, leaving the man shocked as to what he had seen. Laser encounter. A man was walking in his neighborhood when right behind a house, he noticed something green sparking in the sky. He took out his phone and zoomed in, only to see a beam war raging on. It looked as if it was a UFO trying to battle something. White-green light came out repeatedly and struck the UFO hovering in the sky. I have a strong feeling that the UFO kept dodging the beam, and for nearly a minute, it was struggling with beams as if battling some laser weapon. The man was standing there still, in awe, not knowing exactly what he was seeing. Everything was so surreal, almost like a scene from an intergalactic sci-fi movie. Not making much of this encounter and feeling uneasy, the man decided to move on. Crash site mystery. Wait, is that a UFO fleet? This clip was filmed somewhere in the 1980s when NASA allegedly hosted a UFO fleet in an unknown remote location. You can see the alien aircraft with 2 weird rotating walls made up of some metal unknown to humanity. The craft was never seen before, with this strange brick-like pattern across its surface. You can see how a fleet of helicopters escorted the UFOs to the ground, as if it was a premeditated meeting of humans and aliens, but the clip shows no such meeting. It ends abruptly after the first UFO lands on the ground, so the more I speculate, the more I realize that they were about to dig up something extraordinary that could change everything. skyward confrontation. A short clip of a mere 15 seconds showed the world how superior and advanced aliens are to us. This was filmed over Mexico, where a dark, spherical UFO was seen close to a fighter jet and patrol aircraft. No one knows what went up there, but it looked like the UFO was jamming human pilots' flight controls, locking the planes in mid-air. At that point, with the humans fighting a losing battle to get their planes airborne again, it was clear who, or what, had been outmatched. What we saw in this duel between UFOs and aircraft was aliens putting on a chilling show of technological supremacy. At that moment, humans realized that they were in the hands of powers far greater than they could probably control. Chasing shadows.
I watched the object gaining on the jet for about 90 seconds.
It was the year 2016 when a fighter aircraft was carrying out its standard flight training exercise at a range in New Hampshire. The routine flight turned unusual when the sight of a UFO came popping up unexpectedly from behind. A witness in the area pulled out his phone and took a recording of the bizarre scene. It did not look like it could be any sort of weather balloon or any familiar object. It hovered in the sky for several seconds, but just as it appeared suddenly, the strange craft vanished as well. Unyielding presence. This clip was released by a whistleblower from the U.S. Navy in late November 2023 that features a UFO flying in to chase an incoming American aircraft carrier. It was just so intimidating, as the craft repeatedly hovered over the military ships, ridiculing them. The clip owner claims that aliens view the military technology of humans as far inferior to theirs. As a last effort, the military turned on high-pressure water guns against the UFO, which it believed would interrupt its hovering action. Yet, the craft continues with no threats to its position and speed, like it was not bothered. The UFO came to approach the military, and it did it like a pro. Escorted UFOs.
That's as far as it goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 disc-shaped flying saucers moving across the sky. It's like a fleet of them. The clip owner says he was shocked to see so many UFOs in one place, but the real shocker came a few seconds later. Yes, the video goes on to show not only a line of UFOs above the United States, but the U.S. military helicopters trailing or escorting them as well. This means the government is aware of alien presence. The clip has divided the internet, with many saying that secret negotiations could be going on between the U.S. military and extraterrestrial beings. Others think the military is protecting UFOs, while few think something worse is waiting to strike, lurking beyond. Hidden alliance. A few months ago, confidential footage appeared on the dark web with U.S. military aircraft and a UFO closing in on military bases in the Pacific Islands. It's a place far away from the eyes of American citizens, and many people think that there may be an alliance between the U.S. government and the extraterrestrial beings. Are the military and UFOs working together to mutual advantage? Or are the aliens making use of the government for them to achieve their goals on Earth? As speculation started, it led to a debate about such partnerships' possible implications and what this may mean for the future of humankind. Open discussion. An office employee from a high-rise building was able to capture something unusual in the footage. In May 2023, a strange laser-like explosion lit the road. For many people, the incident that looked like an explosion was a form of advanced alien technology. It was a high-energy laser, or a signal that needed to be answered. What do you guys think about it? The aliens could destroy mankind and Earth, or is it just an illusion? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.